in high definition. This is CBS 2 News at 11.
What would you do if $100,000 mysteriously showed up in your bank account? Would you spend it? It happened to one man because of an IRS mistake, but now he's the one paying the price for it. And tonight, he tells his side of the story only to CBS 2's Stacey Butler.
By the time $110,000 showed up in Stephen McDow's bank account,
when has the government ever given you money by mistake?
the father of two had lost his job as an advocate at the American Council of Education. He lost his home to foreclosure. It was October 2009, the dead center of the recession. He says he and his bank applied to every federal agency for help. When his wife, an Iraq war vet, lost her job at a bank, he contacted the Veterans Administration for help.
After all these months of all this communication with all these different organizations and departments, money shows up.
He says he saw where the money came from.
It came from the U.S. Treasury.
He didn't question it. Instead, he says he spent $70,000 to get his home out of foreclosure and to pay off student loans and his car.
And I thought it was an answer to my own personal situation.
Nothing could have been farther from the truth.
My worst fears started to come true.
5 months later, just as he relocated to Orange County for his dream job at the Orange County Medical Association, McDow says a Citi-Bank representative informed him another customer had accidentally given her old bank account number to the IRS to automatically deposit her tax refund. Turns out the bank reassigned the old account to Stephen McDow.
I called the legal counsel for Citi-Bank.
He says a representative explained it this way.
This money was deposited into your account. We did an inquiry into the matter. We investigated and found that you did not conduct any fraud. From our perspective, you were gifted the money.
McDow says he asked for a letter from the bank detailing what happened. He says they refused to get involved.
I was absolutely in shock.
McDow says he called the woman's attorney, provided his home address and phone number for easy communication, and offered to pay the money back, $40,000 up front, then $200 a month.
I wasn't trying to place blame on someone else or, run away from my responsibilities. I was trying to deal with it.
The woman refused his offer. Instead, she responded with a letter. The plan that you are proposing is entirely unacceptable for many reasons. It extends far beyond my expected death date. I find it impossible to believe that you are unaware of the properly responsible and law-abiding procedures you should have followed when you discovered that a large sum of money was suddenly deposited into your account. McDow says that's when he retained an attorney and made another offer.
I said, let's increase the payment to $500 a month. I said, I'll give her second position on my house as collateral. And I'll give her a guarantee that if I ever had to file bankruptcy, I wouldn't include her in the bankruptcy.
He says he was waiting to hear back from his attorney when he was arrested in his office in Irvine 2 weeks ago. Stephen McDow was escorted out of his dream job in handcuffs.
I could not believe what was going on.
Never thought it would come to this.
The McDows would soon learn he not only faced a civil suit, but criminal charges for fraud that could carry a 4-year prison sentence.
It's a felony charge, and if it gets charged as a felony and he gets convicted, it's 4 years in prison. And that's 4 years away from us. That's 4 years away from his kids.
We tried to reach out to the woman's attorney, but he didn't return our phone call. The McDows are still hoping that they can settle this case before it goes to court. Stacey Butler, CBS 2 News.
Well, not only is Stephen McDow out $100,000,